This is the Bernette 740E. It's actually manufactured in Taiwan, not Switzerland like the Berninas. But it does have a lot of cool features and it is a really nice machine. So to start with, just to give you an overview, this top knob up here is the tension control. The next button is the switch selection, and on this machine you can see there are 24 different stitches that you can choose. So you simply move the dial to where you'd like it. The next button is the width of your stitch. So 0 is for straight stitching. If you were to do a zigzag, you might pick 3 to 5 depending on how wide you'd like your stitch. The next knob down is the length. So once again, how short or long do you want your stitch, and that is the reverse stitch button. And then we have the speed adjustment knob. Sometimes you must be cautious of picking different stitches, different lengths and widths, that your speed knob still matches. Otherwise you can have some tension issues where you will find that cotton will bunch up. It is also important to make sure that your tension control always sits around 3 to 5 unless your book tells you otherwise. Once again, if you change this, and certainly if you're doing different stitches, you will find that you'll get a lot of bunching of cotton down in the bobbin area. In relation to the bobbin, it is good often just to use a simple plastic bobbin in these machines, and also when they've been serviced, it's good to double check that they're not too oily. If they are a little bit oily, they will slip, and you'll find once again you get a tension issue with bunching. You also have the needle positioning knob, so you can pick whether you want it to the left or the right or in the middle. But to show you first of all how it does a straight stitch, I've just simply got a double folded skirt here. So as you can see, that's just a very simple, straightforward stitch. If we wanted to, we could make that into a zigzag. It's already on zigzag selection up here as well, so I simply widen my stitch. You see now that it's doing a zigzag, and if I wanted to extend that out and make that into a longer stitch, I simply dial this knob along. See how the stitch is now longer to shorter. I could shorten that right up if I wanted, so up to 1, make those stitches really close together. See, if you can see there at the back, they're really, really close together now, those stitches. Should have used a different colour cotton, shouldn't I? So if I put that back to 3, which is about standard, and if I put that back to 0 for straight, you can see now if I wanted to pick a different type of stitch again, say we'll go for, I don't know, that one, a heartbeat type stitch, put it at about 3 so that you can actually see the stitch. We'll try a different stitch again, and I'll show you these stitches in a second on the actual material. Alright, so if we look over the back here, you can see where we started off with our straight stitching, then went into our zigzag, a little bit wider, a little bit closer, straight stitch again, then went into that heartbeat type stitch. And then you can see there at the end we went into that other embroidery switch. If you look on the back just to show you, see, that's tensioned up beautifully. The stitches on the back are just as good as the stitches on the front. So that's a very brief overview of the Bernette 740E. As I said, it's a very nice machine. It sews really well. I really like how simple and easy it is, but the only word of warning is they are easy to mess up. If you get that tension wrong, and then this is wrong, and then you've got your wrong stitches here, you can run into trouble with it. But read the book, all the instructions are in there, and just play with it. If you're having any issues, continue to play with it until you get the right type of stitches. Otherwise, a very nice machine. Thanks for watching.